Hey there, how you doing? Happy Monday to you. Start of a new week. Start to get things happening. Hope you had yourself a great weekend. I know for me, the previous weekend was kind of gone. Had plans to get things done, didn't do anything. But this weekend, actually got some stuff done, and enough to where Sunday I kind of chilled a little bit and had some fun. But hey, my name is David, helping those that are 50-ish and over to create your own plan for your health and wellness freedom through personal growth by working on your body, your mind, and your spirit. That's what I call balancing the triad. So we definitely cover all the different topics, and today is definitely about spirituality. So the effect of aging, or the effect aging has on your spiritual health. Now, for some people, spirituality is an element throughout their life, or they might find it a little later, but still it's a core element. And for others, it's a bit of an afterthought. It's like, okay, it is whatever that means. And it doesn't have to mean religion, which we'll talk about here in a moment. And this is going to be individualized for each person. And if you heard follow me for a little bit, you know, spirituality could be the missing component for a lot of people. They might work at their physical health or mental health, but spirituality seems to be one they might be to miss. So it can be missing for a lot of people. And what it means to you is going to be different for every person. Some find it for religion, which we'll talk about in a moment. Others find it in different ways. But as we get older, now older, I'm definitely referring to 50 and beyond, especially up in those later, I just want to say later, up in those higher decades, we may become more spiritual because we're dealing with different issues and transitions in life. The longer you live, the more loss you're going to experience. You live longer, those around you, different things are going to start happening, whether it is the loss of loved ones, loss of friends, jobs, careers, transitions. Like we'll talk about that too. Grieving, and then you got the grieving process. That's a lot of times where you can turn to spirituality to help you with that process. As we deal with, the longer we live, the more chance we have to deal with physical ailments, and aging definitely has a tendency to contribute to that, if you will, to get deal with some type of illness. So spirituality can help you in dealing with that. There can be the chance of loss of independence if you don't concentrate and take care of your body and your mind, you can start losing your independence. This is spirituality actually kind of encompasses and helps support you along the way. Retirement, one of those transition periods. If you've been working most of your life, 9 to 5 or whatever it is, and suddenly that's no longer there, it's like, okay, what do I do with my time? What do I do with myself? Spirituality is always to help you out with that. And also, as a lot of people, the older get, they have more time to themselves, which means you can have more time for reflection. What is your life about? What was it about? What have you gone through and do? What's your purpose? What is your new purpose now? What's life in general? What is the connection to God? Whatever it means to you. Time to reflect. All this deals with the spirituality. And also, as we start living longer, you can actually start to question your own mortality. What does it mean to die? What are you going to do? How do you spend your time? Now, for a lot of people, spirituality can mean religion. It doesn't have to be. You can be an atheist and still be spiritual. But regardless of what you do and whether it's going to be religion, and it's finding something that works for you. Sometimes people are raised in religion, and this is the way it is, it's the way they have to be. But sometimes people just don't feel it's not quite right for them. Well, that's okay. Explore different ideas. Check out different religions. Find areas what you like, which ones resonate you, which ones you appreciate, what you like, and what works for you. And so spirituality in general is, again, there's no right or wrong way to do it. That's my opinion. Some people are going to say differently, but it encompasses many different things, whether it is spending time in nature, connecting to yourself, taking certain elements of different religious practices that realize, okay, I like myself. But what it is in general, as we age, we encounter more things in our life, more obstacles, more issues, more challenges. And plus, with the aging process, certain things are going to happen to our body, our mind, the people around us. Spirituality is often a way for a lot of people to help them cope and deal with those situations. And I think that's where it comes into, because if it's never been a big part of your life, as you get older and you start dealing with those situations, it's something for you to turn to. It's something for you to focus on, to connect with. Now, for me, a lot of times it is, I do energy work. I focus in on being connected, for lack of a better term. I spend time with nature. I get to focus on myself and how my body feels. That to me is dealing with spirituality. I also learned on higher connections, learning about other things. That's what works for me. And during the more challenging aspects of my life, yeah, I've gone through, and for me, it's actually been it's been inside. I haven't looked outside of myself for answers A lot of times I've gone inside, and then from there, sometimes the answers come from somewhere. We'll leave it at that. But whatever it means to you, but realize I definitely encourage you to develop some type of spirituality practice. It's going to help you overall in your life in the big picture, and might make things a little easier at times. So go for it. And one of the aspects I think I forgot to mention here is for some people with religion, it's always being around those people. You heard me talk a lot of times about having those right support people around you. For some people, that's what they do religion. If they once a week or a couple times a week, it's being around that group that's with you all the time. So what is that for you? Can you find a group that has common interest to you and be able to go through and get those connections in? So find out what the spirituality means to you. Do some experimenting, do some trials, figure some things out, and have that connection. You might be pleasantly surprised if you've never delved into it before, the benefit you can get to it in your overall health wellness on top of that. All right. So have yourself a rest of the weekday, and I will catch you on Wednesday. Oh, and you want some help starting maybe a purge after your spirituality? In the link in the description, you'll find a link to my Facebook group with the trainings there, which if you want to focus on spirituality and see where that takes you. All right. I'll catch you Wednesday. Take care and balancing to you.